We're ready.
All right, Scout, thank you. Good afternoon, Northwest Arkansas or the world. This is NWA Prepper. Today I'm coming with you with Scout. He is the man behind the camera. If he wants to peek around here, he sure can. He's being careful to avoid any earthquakes today.
Hello.
Today we are going to talk about water containers, water storage. Well, I guess not so much storage as personal storage, maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to start with I've got several examples, and we'll talk about each one. Of course, this one here is just your regular, inexpensive 20-ounce bottle of water. I say inexpensive, it's buy 3 of these and you can almost buy anything else. We got this one at the Big Blue store down the way.
Big Blue.
And we store these pretty good. We keep a few of these around in a couple cases. They work real good for short-term things. But if you'll notice, even this one that's just been bouncing around in one of our packs for a while, the containers start to get the little creases, and it won't store very long. It won't let you stack anything on top of it. See the base of that wiggles, and so they don't reuse very well, and they're very, very noisy. I don't know if you can hear that. If it was empty, for sure you could. So this is the first way, and this is the most inexpensive way. So start with this, and if this is what you have, this will keep you prepared. Remember, some people say you need a gallon of water a day, some people say 2. My goal in storage is I try to keep 3, because then we have plenty of water. After that bottle, and this is kind of my adventure in water bottles, after that bottle, then I moved up to the first kind of graduated bottle, and I like this because it's got the measurements on there, but it's not very strong. I mean, so it's real good. It's very light. It's got a screw-on lid that seals pretty good. However, I don't know, it's just not my ideal bottle, but it is very light. I do like the graduations on it, and it's a great start. If I could find this type of bottle with a wide mouth, I would be in heaven. But this is a good bottle. This one here is, let's see, oh, it's measured to 850 milliliters. I'm sure it's 1,000, so I'm sure it's a liter. It's got pints and cups, which are real good if you're mixing freeze-dried foods or things on the trail. Very inexpensive, a couple of bucks, maybe $4.
Yeah.
Then we have a couple of kinds of military canteens. They're both 1-quart canteens.
And they're both my favorite.
They're Scout's favorites. But the only difference is now these are military canteens. They're not mill-like or mil-spec canteens. You can tell because they're a lot harder to crush. They're more durable. They say it just some key things that if you spend some time around them, you'll notice. But right up here, it's around the top, is very hard, and I like that because it's intended to sit inside a canteen cup, which I don't have my canteen cup out right now. We'll do that when we talk about purifying water.
Well, I thought I saw it somewhere.
I know where it is, buddy, but we don't have it for the video. And then this one has the standard top, which is nothing but a good screw top, and you can get these for a couple of bucks. If you get them surplus, make sure you clean them out really well. They say right on here, for water only. Don't apply to open flame. Don't put on a burner plate. Don't try to heat up your water in this. It's just plastic, folks. That's why you should use your metal container. Standard lid. Now this other one has the NBC lid, or nuclear chemical biological lid. It's very, very similar. You just pop off the top, and then it's got the port for you to plug in the straw from your gas mask. And then you just flip it up and drink and put it down. Finding these, yes, I live near an airport.
Very noisy at night.
Very noisy, yes, thanks, Scout. The bad thing about these is finding one where the cap is intact. Sometimes that's a chore. If you're not going to be carrying a gas mask, go with the standard lid because it weighs less. It does the same thing. Now, if you're carrying a gas mask with the straw, now not just a gas mask, it's got to have the straw, then you're going to want an NBC cap. Sometimes you can get these for as much as 12, 15 bucks just for the cap. So if you don't need it, don't get it. But if you are going to utilize a gas mask or nuclear suit or chemical suit, then you definitely want some kind of container with that straw. They also make 2 liter or 2 quart canteens, which are bladders that I for some reason can't find mine. I have lots of covers, but can't find that one. Then one I threw in here for fun, just a little flask. Now, the only thing I've ever had in here is water. It fits real good in a cargo pocket or just a little slice in your backpack. I can heat in it. It's stainless steel. I can't heat a lot, obviously, but it's a good, clean, lightweight, and multi-purpose. I can heat and cook heat water with this. Not a lot, but because of the flat surface, it will heat the water quicker and sterilize it quicker. This is 8 ounces. I know what most people are going to do with this, and that's fine too. That's completely up to you. I may at some point as well. There are lots of uses for that. Now these next two ones that I like are Lexan plastics, and they've got different kinds. And seldom do I say that I am a brand person, that I care about the brand. This is a $3 bottle from the same Big Blue store. It's got a wider mouth. It's very light. It's inexpensive. They come in lots of colors, lots of different shapes and sizes. But I like these. These are good ones that I get for around the house, throw in the car, things like that. Lexan bottles. Now my favorite kind of any kind of bottle is a Nalgene. Now this is, of course this one is stamped from our Arkansas Art Center and Walton Art Center. If you live in Arkansas, you know what Walton is. Well, this is a Lexan bottle made by Nalgene. I love Nalgene bottles. Now the ones that I usually like are wide mouth. The mouth is almost as wide as the top. That's in my gear, and for some reason I just didn't feel like getting it out today. The caps are great. They last a long time. You can get replacement caps for inexpensive prices. The bottle lasts, goodness. I've had some of the same Nalgene bottles that I've had for 15 years.
I think we've had that one for about 5.
And we've had this one for about 5, but you can see it's scratched up and it's been bounced and dropped and all that, and it's a good sturdy bottle. Now it's a little heavier than even this bigger one. However, you're not going to crush this very easily. You're not going to drop it and it break. And if you keep this protected, this will usually last a while. Sometimes it breaks off there if you carry it from this. You can get pouches to fit on all your Molly gear for all of these containers. Now next, we'll talk about these Platypus bags. Now this is from my Sawyer water system. It's just a 1 liter bag, and I'll do a Sawyer system one later, but it's just a 1 liter bag. But what's great with this is I can fold this up or roll it up, and it's very, very light, very, very skinny, fits in my EDC bag perfect. So I always have a collection bag, and I always have a canteen handy. Now this works really good with my filter that I carry everywhere I go to in my EDC bag, which we've already looked at I think once, but it'll be time to look at that one again soon. And then this is what most everyone's going with now, including me and my family. Now this one is a Camelback brand. This just came out of, I've got a Camelback Maximum backpack that I love, and I pulled this one out of there. The hydration bladders come in all kinds of sizes. This is a 3 liter, and it's got the insulated straw. Now what that does is that just keeps it from gaining temperature in there inside the bag or as it hangs out on your gear on really hot days like today. I like this one because it's got an on-off valve, and then it's got your bite block that's protected, and you can take it off in a hurry. And what you can do with that is you can connect it to a fill station and fill it in reverse, just like you can drink out of it. And it just snaps back in there. It's got the same kind of connection on the other end. I've had this particular Camelback for, oh goodness, 8 or 9 years, and I clean it, I use the brush in it, and I follow the manufacturer's recommendations, and it has lasted me a long time. All of these water options are great. Find one that is the right for you, the most inexpensive one you can find to start with, right here. All these around. And when you get other equipment, when you're ready to upgrade, then upgrade to something. You don't have to start with a fancy $100 Camelback. You can start with a 50-cent bottle of water from a department store. Work your way up, find something you like. A lot of people don't like Camelbacks. They'd rather carry some other kind of container. Whatever you want to carry is fine. Just remember that water is one of the big ones. Shelter and water, I mean, they're the most important things. You have water or you don't, and if you don't, you die. This is NWA Prepper saying thank you very much for watching. Leave some comments, share on us, and thanks for having us.